Hytale is an up-and-coming voxel survival sandbox RPG with full customization to anything you can see. Hytale's announcement trailer came on December 13th, 2018 with a massive influx of views straight away. Hype was generated and over time would simmer down into a very nice community following almost every move the developers give away. When I first watched the trailer, of course I was hyped, and I followed all the upcoming blog posts and Twitter posts for a couple months before moving on to other things, but I occasionally looked back and my hype was renewed every time. Recently, I've gotten really back into the game. I cannot stop thinking about this world. This is why I'm excited for Hytale, but before that, I'm gonna start from the beginning. When I was around 7 years old, I had just gotten out of a very bad spot in my life, and my oldest brother showed me World of Warcraft and eventually Minecraft. The experiences of playing those games and knowing nothing about the world or systems that made them gave me the urge to explore, and learning them over time made me even more enthralled. I didn't know it back then that I would love those games so much. Exploring a new world and gaining knowledge from them made me who I am. Hytale takes many aspects from many different games, including World of Warcraft and Minecraft, and aspects of their own, and morphs it into this beautiful, promising piece of art that I am really excited for. When you skim the surface, Hytale can remind you much of Minecraft because visually it looks similar. There's more depth in the visuals and art style in Hytale, which makes it more unique to me. But when you submerge yourself just a bit more and you see what the team is actually going for, many aspects are non-comparable to Minecraft. Hytale has three major elements to the game. The first being adventure mode, which is basically survival. You enter the world of Orbis, unknown of what has happened to the world, and you set out to uncover the story of this new land. You can embark on quests, defeat bosses, conquer the wilds of the different zones, and set your own path for yourself. I am most interested in this aspect of the game. The second major element is the minigames. Hypixel, the biggest Minecraft server to date, is working on this game after all. So all of the Hypixel minigames should be here as well. Competitive play is in mind, so anti-cheat will be a priority in this aspect. But let's say there is a game mode that they don't have that you'd like to play. Not to worry at all, because Hytale provides all the tools they've used so you can make whatever minigame you want. You'll also be able to customize your character with a variety of apparel for you to choose. The third element is this game is made for creators. You could compare this aspect to Roblox. Roblox has thousands of custom games made by players. You'll be able to do even more within Hytale. You can make your own models, animations, scripts, and whatever structures you desire with their wide variety of building blocks. I absolutely love machinimas, filmmaking, and just cinematic art. Hytale provides tools just for that. I'm very excited to get my hands on these tools when the game releases. On top of all that, you can edit everything. And when I mean everything, I'll read it word from the website. We're providing all the same tools that we've developed in order to create the game. So if you can see it, you can edit it. Now, I don't have the best of eyes, but I think that's a lot of shit you can edit and customize to your liking. All of these elements and the parts that bring them together are what make this game stand out among the hundreds of thousands there are. Now, I'm just stating many things that many other creators have said before on more informative videos, but I'm making this because I want to remember my vision and how I felt before the game came out. So years from now, when I know how the elements of Hytale work and I've explored the far reaches of Orbis, I can look back on how ignorant I was and feel the nostalgia of a world that I had yet to explore. I remember the first time I stepped into Stormwind, hearing the overpowering orchestra and being in awe at the beauty of it all. The same goes with Minecraft. I remember starting my first survival world, digging into a hill in a desert, and it being absolutely awful, but I loved it. I remember the first time I encountered a creeper and was so scared. Valheim even offered some of these new moments for me to look back on. I understand nostalgia, is a huge part of why I look back so fondly on these memories, and I don't believe myself to be completely blinded by it, as I still play those games today and enjoy them. Music is a major part of games. It can give you uplifting spirits or create goosebumps in the more eerie environments, and Hytale's OST gives me those feelings already. There's already 11 official Hytale soundtracks released on YouTube, and my favorite is Gaia's Lament. Each one of these soundtracks gives you an idea to the environment you're in, that being either a lively Quebec village or a sad lament over a lost goddess. Music in Hytale is speculated to be a very important part in adventure mode. It's proven that Quebecs use songs to relay stories to the younger Quebec generations, and speculated that it could almost be a magic of sorts. I'll refer to World of Warcraft's various soundtracks as it's one of the better examples of musical immersion. When you step into Stormwind, as I mentioned previously, you'll be flooded by an orchestra welcoming you to the city. If you enter Orgrimmar, then you'll be greeted by the drums of a tough people who know what a difficult life is. If you travel high to the peaks of Dunmerrow, you'll enter the city of the Dwarves, Ironforge, a giant city built by a smaller kind of people. Music in Hytale provokes my imagination and makes me think of beautiful forests, deserted deserts, and frozen mountains. Music helps the player feel a certain emotion or understand the tone of the land, and is a key to immersion in almost any video game. I am exceptionally excited to understand the lore of Orbis. I've watched many Novel 87 videos and read books over World of Warcraft to understand the story of the world I'm in, and I'm ready to do that with Hytale. Having watched every single Quebec Corner Hytale video twice, I consider myself to be an expert. I'm just joking. About the expert part, not the Quebec Corner part. No, I actually have watched his videos twice. Anyways, hearing the team say that they have a lore compendium of over 90 pages long in January 2019 gives big promise to what it could be now. I hope that the story will be complex and very in-depth, and we get to see into this world and get glimpses of what the story could be every Friday on Hytale's Twitter. I've looked at these images on their Twitter many times, and it's gotten to the point where I'm dreaming about them. I've had 3 dreams so far about the game from seeing these images and videos they've posted. I'm going to quickly cover some of my favorite images and videos and what they mean to me. The first 3 images show beautiful trees and landscapes in Orbis' Zone 3, Borea. This is by far my favorite zone. As a fan of Borean Tundra, Howling Fjord, and Grizzly Hills in World of Warcraft, this zone reminds me much of them. It's very beautiful. The next is a video showing Quebecs hunting. More than likely, they're just chasing this boar away from their village, but it shows some mob behavior. Another clip showing mob behavior is a short video on the Outlander race, located in Zone 3, and they are hunting buffaloes. Mobs interacting with each other like this is very interesting, and it shows an almost real ecosystem. The fourth is a beautiful shot of these camel creatures crossing the landscape of Zone 2. Zone 2 is also home to the Farrens, which we can see here. There's plenty of other pictures and videos up online, both on the Hytale Twitter page and the Hytale website itself. All these images and videos and posts made by the Hytale team have made this game very promising. And for that, I have high expectations. I would love the game to come out soon, but I recognize the team is taking the time they need to make the game they envision. And if that takes 10 more years, I mean, I'd be a bit bummed here and there, but for the most part, I'll gladly wait till the day. As many members of the community have said, and what the shirt made by Quebec Corner and Dairy Panda say, it's ready when it's ready.